Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be telling you how to use a trigger device in Fortnite Creative, and this is going to be a new series on the channel to help you out with with how to use Fortnite devices. It's called How to Fortnite Devices, as you see on the chalkboard above me. And that's basically it. That's it. I also made a clip to show you how to use this device, so let's see it. This is a trigger device here, and we're going to be telling you how to use all of these settings in the trigger device. So first, activating team, and this makes it so only a certain team can activate it. So if I put this on team 5, only team 5 can activate it. An activating class can only be activated by a class, which is something which can be managed by like the class selector and the class designer. And triggered by player, you can turn it on or off, and if you have it on, a player can just like trigger it like this. They can like pickaxe it or like step on top of it. Triggered by damage, whether or not to trigger this channel when the object is damaged, which is what I just did. Like when it's like start the game, put this on a certain channel. If I pickaxe it, it would do damage to the device. Items, which means when an item hits it. So like, say I just dropped this gold pump on top of the trigger, it will activate. So basically. Triggered by vehicles, so you can just place down like a vehicle spawner, and then when you run over it with the vehicle, it will actually activate. So that's how that works. And basically triggered by sequencers, which is this thing called the music sequencer. This thing called the music sequencer, and you could just put it like right here, and then when you start the sequence, right when that little blue thing hits it, it will activate it. And activate on game phase, you can decide whether it activates on game start, warm up, or not activate. Times can trigger. It determines how many times you could trigger this before it disables. You could do it infinite, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. And that's how much you're able to trigger it. Transmit every X trigger sets the device to send a signal after being triggered the specified number of times. The delay determines the length of time the device will wait between being triggered and sending a signal. So basically, if I put this on 1 minute, I have to wait 1 minute to be able to activate this. And the reset delay specifies the length of time the device must wait after sending a signal before it can be triggered again. So basically, I could hit it, and I would have to wait 2 seconds until I could hit it again. Basically. Trigger sound, when you hit the trigger, it makes a sound. You could enable that or disable that. And trigger visual effects, you could turn that off or turn it on. And visible in game, this determines whether the device is visible in the game. Receive damage while visible. You can put on take damage or do not take damage. Whether or not this object will take damage while it is sitting in a game, this will block projectiles from hitting things behind it. And enabled on game start determines if it'll be enabled when the game starts or disabled. We enable or disable. And basically these are all the channels that I'll be demonstrating. Well, right now actually. So enable, when receiving from, enables the device on receiving a signal from the selected channel. So if I put this on channel 1 and I had to hit like a button or something, and if I hit it, well, not like that obviously, it would activate this to be enabled so you could tap on it. Well, hit it. And disable when receiving from. Disables the device on receiving a signal from a selected channel. So basically, let's use this button again. If I tap the button, it would disable this trigger, which meaning I would not be able to activate it. Reset times triggered when receiving from. So basically this means, so what we demonstrated earlier about the times can trigger, and say this was on 5, and I would hit this button because I already hit it 5 times, just say. And if I hit that button, I would be able to hit it 5 times again, basically. Trigger when receiving from. So basically, if I hit this button, it would trigger this, which would activate another channel. When trigger transmit on. Now this is the one I really want to be using an example of. So basically, like, so let's place this here. Okay, so we're gonna use this music sequencer that I placed earlier. We're gonna put start sequence when receiving from channel 1. And hold on, wait, this will take me a couple seconds, guys. Alright guys, so we're here. I already started the game earlier, so we have this all set up. So basically, I hit the trigger, we'll activate that. So this up to 12:15, which you really should do. So keep on doing this. Up to 12:15. Hit again, hit again, hit again. Okay, this is gonna get oh, never mind. Okay. And you could obviously like tap on them, but I didn't do anything like that. So alright guys, that's the end of the video. I hope this helped for you guys out there who are trying to make some maps. And if you want more of these series, make sure to like and subscribe and follow my TikTok at morning12:15, because why not? It's free. Come on.